Minecraft 1.14's Village and Pillage update is just around the corner, bringing with it tons of amazing new features. And while it may be feature-packed, there's always room for more. Last week, I asked my community which mobs they would like to see in the next update. And so, my name is System Z, and here are 8 new mobs that should be in Minecraft. If you enjoyed the video and want to support my channel and help me make videos in the future, consider becoming a member, where you'll be invited to my Minecraft and Discord servers, as well as have a chance to help me with new videos through exclusive community posts. Click the join button below for more information, and also thank you to those of you who have become a member since my last video. Alright everybody, 8 new mobs that should be in Minecraft based on your suggestions. For this first one, this is actually an idea I had that I would absolutely love in the game. Imagine being deep in the caves of Minecraft, walking around a mine shaft and stumbling across undead miners. Old players or villagers who have suffered an unfortunate fate down in the mine shafts and have essentially turned into very old aged skeletons with a pickaxe in hand and a mining helmet. I like to believe that they would work similarly to wither skeletons, spawning in packs of 2 to 3, with essentially an attack that would give you blindness, slowness, or mining fatigue. I think that would be very, very cool and provide a little bit more danger to mine shafts. Now, if you happen to kill one of them, much like the wither skeletons, they would drop a very, very rare piece of loot. And that's right, you guessed it, their mining helmet. If you actually grab one and manage to kill it and get the mining helmet, which would be a very, very rare drop, it would allow you to wear it and walk around shining light on the walls around you for ambient lighting, just like in Optifine when you're holding a torch. This would be very cool and provide a sense of reward for exploration, which I know is something they're wanting to do. Now, I think that helmet would be uncraftable, so you would definitely have to explore. I think this would be a great idea. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Alright everybody, mob number 2 is a mob that I think I can speak for everybody by saying is a mob we want in the game. We had ocelots and then we got cats. We have wolves, that's right, we need dogs. This is a suggestion a lot of people commented on the community post. I 100% agree, it would be amazing to see a wolf, tame it, and get a very special coat for the dog. Now obviously, this would probably follow the same guidelines as the cats. We would probably have 9 different textures, one of them being from the community. They could hold another contest, just like they did with Good Times with Scar's Cat Jelly. It would be really, really cool. I know I would personally love to have a version of my dogs in the game, and it would just give us a chance to feel a little bit more close to the game with a nice personalized touch of our pets. Now, I don't know if Mojang is just a bunch of cat people or not, and that's okay if they are, but come on, we need dogs in the game. Maybe they've got it planned, maybe not, but I really, really hope so. And for mob number 3, we are here in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. But don't worry, this is still a Java Edition video. I just needed it to portray this idea. Now, I got a lot of comments suggesting underwater life, specifically aggressive mobs. I think it would be amazing to be deep in the ocean and find a shark. Just imagine being underwater and having one of these guys swim right past you. That would be very ominous. Now, I don't imagine that they would attack you directly unless they were in a status known as hungry, where they would attack any sea life around them very aggressively, and if you're there, you're probably going to suffer an unfortunate fate. That is, unless you can battle them. Now, I also like to think that if you were swimming on a boat across their territory, they would lunge at the boat and attack it. And if it hit 3 times, it would break the boat, leaving you stranded, I don't know where the shark went, underwater to deal with the shark. Now, if you managed to beat them, I like to believe that they would drop a shark fin, which would allow you to craft a potion or brew a potion that gives you an effect similar to Dolphin Grace, where you could swim very, very quickly across land. Let me know what you think of this mob. I would love sharks in the game. Whew, for mob number 4, we are here in this very chilly biome. Oh my goodness, imagine being in one of these cold ice spike biomes, or any cold biome in general, and finding a fish barrel? No, a penguin. I got a lot of comments from the members for penguins, and you know what? I agree. Imagine finding an animal as cute as this running around. This would be very cool, and other than polar bears, we don't really have much of a reason to go into these biomes, and this would be very cool. And this guy's really just trying to run away from me here. I imagine that they would travel in packs, and they would attack, mobs underwater. If we did have sharks and, obviously dolphins, they would obviously probably attack them as well. Now, as far as what they would do if you tame them using fish, I like to believe that if you place a fish barrel down, which, by the way, fish barrels are actually technically in the game. The texture that you see here is actually already in the files. I don't think they're doing anything with it, but this could be a great use for them. Now, obviously, this is a barrel. If you place it down near a pack of tamed penguins, maybe they would go to nearby water, bringing fish right back to this barrel, acting as sort of a barrel farm. And it could be incredibly slow to make sure it's not too powerful, but that would be a very cool mechanic that I would love to see in the game. But honestly, just who would not love to see penguins sliding around ice and walking around biomes, or just even a pet penguin? It would be amazing. For mob number 5, we are here in the end dimension, right on top of an end city tower. Imagine being in the end after you've beaten the Ender Dragon to see baby Ender Dragons flying around, much like the Phantoms, swooping down to try and knock you off these towers. I think this would be very, very cool. Now, like I said, they would probably act like Phantoms, not so much like bats. This is kind of a bad example, but you get the point. I think that would be a great challenge to the already pretty simple and I guess a little challenging end city. They would fly around the towers and swoop down at you as you get closer to the treasures. Now, if you manage to kill one, they would drop an item known as an Ender Scale, which there's really not much here for this based on this idea alone. But if you guys don't know, I actually made a video about wizards in Minecraft and what they could look like. There's an iCard in the corner if you want to watch that. Really recommend it. And in that video, there was a wizard staff. This would be very cool to craft a wizard staff and potentially other weapons and armor down the line. Now, another cool feature would be if you got the dragon egg that you get for beating the dragon and place it in the overworld, waiting 60 in-game days for it to hatch a dragon that you could put a saddle on and actually ride around the overworld. Now, I believe Notch actually originally intended for that to be in the game. I would love to see it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Back in Java Edition for mob number 6, which I honestly would love this. This is just an atmospheric change of the game that I think would be super cool, and it seems like a lot of people also agree. I think we need birds in the game, flying around of different types, especially in different biomes. Now, as you guys know, when 1.14 was being teased, they actually mentioned an ostrich that they may add into the game. I think we need ostriches and other exotic birds as well as normal birds, just along with the parrots flying around the world of Minecraft, tweeting and signaling things. I actually got a comment from a member of the sponsor community, Wyvern, who suggested seagulls because, for example, a benefit, if you're walking towards a beach, they might be able to notify you that there's a beach by hearing the sounds of the seagulls. And on top of that, maybe you're walking towards a cold biome and all of the birds are flying over your head the opposite direction, letting you know it's getting colder as you go ahead. Oh, look at this guy sitting on this bench. I absolutely love this. Also, bird eggs. That would be super cool. Now, this is just an atmospheric change that I would love to see. I don't really know what they would drop, but this would be very, very cool. Next up, for mob number 7, we got a suggestion for elephants, which I 100% agree would be fantastic in the game. Savanna biomes don't currently really have any unique mob, and I know they're wanting to change that with an upcoming update, obviously adding termites or ostriches, but I honestly feel like we could do even more and add tons of wildlife, elephants, giraffes, etc. So this is more of a homage to those mobs instead of just the elephant. But I do think it would be very cool to have elephants in the game because you could put saddles on them, which would allow you to ride them and even have enough space to carry, say, a villager, another player, or another mob as well, long distances. And if you're moving to a different base location, maybe you could even put 2 double chests on each side. This is a wonderful idea. I would absolutely love to see this come to the game. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Last but certainly not least, for mob number 8, this is another one of my ideas, and my ideas tend to be pretty crazy. Imagine walking around caves in the early game to stumble across a cave shulker, barely even noticeable, blending in with the stone and attacking you with bullets that give you blindness, slowness, or even mining fatigue. Imagine going straight for the iron, going for the gold, and then all of a sudden you get shot by one of these guys that you didn't even see before you walked in the cave. I think this would be very cool and also could add a really cool sense of beneficial, I guess, progress to the game in the early stages. Imagine coming in down here and actually managing to kill one of these guys. I like to imagine that they would give you an item that would allow you to eventually craft a backpack, which is kind of an early stage version of a shulker box. Now, a backpack, obviously when worn or held, would look like a backpack and allow you to open it without placing it, giving you 9 slots of carrying space, which would definitely make the early stages of the game a lot easier. This would be very cool, and I would absolutely love to see this in the game. Let me know what you think down below. Before we end today's video, for this week's build showcase, welcome to Cetacean's Enderdome Palace on my Minecraft server. A beautiful castle perfectly sized for survival with an absolutely jaw-dropping interior. I mean, just look at that ceiling. Next to Cetacean's base, there's also a ravine modification in progress with some very inspiring landscaping, such as this fossil covering on the staircase down and this portal rift in the wall. Excellent job, Cetacean. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more building-related content and live streams every weekday at 5 p.m. Central Time. I also want to give a huge shout out to the developers of the packs and add-ons that I used in the video, which were Mark's Wolf Textures, Alex Crafts Penguin add-on, Mo Creatures mod, Juju Style Shark add-on, and the Better Minecraft Birds pack by Rook. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. My name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.